B'siyata Dishmaya will start with the Pnei Yoshua. Pnei Yoshua is a beginning point, represents a problem, and there is few answers. There's the Birkat Shmuel's answer, the Pnei Yoshua's answer. I think that although the Birkat Shmuel doesn't bring the Pnei Yoshua, but clearly his main thing, he focuses on knock out the Pnei Yoshua. He says, he brings a right to one side. He's knocking out the Pnei Yoshua. So he's really knocking out the Pnei Yoshua. And today, with the help of Hashem, I'm going to say a third side, a fourth side. We'll see. So let's start. The Pnei Yoshua. Inami, at kan lekom Rab Gamliel losom ela de'amrin anuk ma'chazok. The Gemara brings down a machlokes between Rav Yudah and Rav Huna and Rav Nachman, Rav Yochanan, Bari Shem, Bari Odi Fanat. And the Gemara wants to compare the machlokes Rav Gamliel and Rav Yoshua to the same idea. The husband finds out Petach Batuah, and she says, Misha Astani Nanasti was underused Bori, and he says, maybe it happened before. Bori Veshema. Rabbi Gamliel believes her, Bori Odif, and Rabbi Yoshua doesn't, not Bori Odif. The Gemara says, no. Even Rabbi Gamliel will hold Bori Veshema, not Bori Odif, yet here in the Mishnah, Rabbi Gamliel believes her. Because here there's a Migo and there's a Chazaka. Or Migo or Chazaka. The Pnei Yeshua's kasha is on Chazaka. We will extend the kasha to Migo, the same thing. Same kasha. Let's see his kasha. וכבר פירשתי בפנים. דלה משום חזוקה לחוד מהימנה. It's not because Chazaka alone the woman is believing. Ela mishum diikanami bori veshema behadel chazoko. What kaka? Come sit here close to us. Ela mishum diikanami bori veshema behadel chazoko. וכמו שהערכתי פרק שניסרנו לו פרק לניירוס וסופר גמלים. What does he say? He's saying, when the Gemara says that why Rab Gamliel believes the woman, listen to the help of Hashem, Siyata Shmai. Why Rab Gamliel believes the woman is because there is a Migo or Chazaka. What does it mean? The Migo or the Chazaka does it, or is a combination. Migo together with Bori against Shema. Bori B'Shema alone is not enough. Chazaka alone is not enough. Together, a combination, Bori V'Shema together with Bori and Shema, together with Chazok or Migu, wins. Says that's the pshat. What's the raya? That's the pshat. He brings the raya. What's the raya? That's the pshat. Now, before we're going to bring the raya, let's go in the language. The language, lingua. What is the lingua? What is the language of the Gemara? Ad kan lo yikomer Rab Gamliel elo osom. What's the language? I don't have the Gemara here. You do have. What's the language of the Gemara? The language of the Gemara says a combination. If the Gemara said that in words, what do you need to Pnei Yoshua? But let's see the words of the Gemara. The Gemara says, I just want to make it clear.
Ad kan, we don't say love.
Ad kan lo yikomer Rab Gamliel osom eledika migu. Aval lochem ay miguika. Inne ami ad kan lo yikomer Rab Gamliel osom. Elo damrin ukma chazaka. The Gemara says there we said we put on a chazaka. The Gemara doesn't talk about any Bori and Shema. Migu and chazaka.
Adkan. When Adkan he says love Bori Odi.
That's your pshat. Adkan means when Rabbi Gamliel says you believe her, talking about the deen. When I say the believer, because the Bori Odi, so that's out. So Adkan Rabbi Gamliel believes her because it's Migu and chazaka. Comes the Pnei Yoshua, says like you. Ad kan lekoma because of Migu and Chazaka means together with Bori and Chazaka. That's the chidush of the Pnei Yoshua. But he's moichia. He's not saying, as Rosh Allah should say, to say ideas, anybody can say ideas. But to bring a raya, that's the Pnei Yoshua. Yeshua brings a raya. And the raya is not what makes a lot of trouble in our soul. Let's see that. It's a very important rai because it's a fundamental point we have to understand in our soul. Okay, let's see the rai. V'lichoyro hu muchach. Very strange. Why use the language of lichoyro? Who knows what lichoyro means? Apparently. Why he says the word lichoyro? He says hu muchach. Because he runs into trouble. He has to make chilukim.
Well, he's already starting a point by having a swore that he's holding that's the way.
Svara, but now he's lichocha, he's proven is a lichoyro apparently.
L'choira and muchach are opposites.
Lichoyro is apparently, muchach is opposite, it's proven. So what's going on? Probably you mean to say, because he has a raya, but then he runs into trouble and he has to give an answer there. So it's a proven that I runs into problem. And although he has an answer, but it's already an answer. So it's not muchach anymore.
Right.
Okay, that's it. If we're not going to say so, teach it the Shmuel at the Shmuel. If you're not going to say that it's a combination of Bari v'Shema together with Chazaka, I will have a stira between Shmuel and Shmuel. Why? Here, Shmuel follows the opinion, he holds the halachas like Rab Gamliel. I say in the first two Mishnayos that the husband says, Petach Batuach. And he says, maybe it happened before. And she has two answers, two Mishnayos. Or she says, it happened under you by rape, or it happened before by Nukastates. And those two Mishnayos, the halachas of Rab Gamliel, that she's Nehemenes, she's believed. If you're going to learn, it's not a combination. It's just chazaka. Chazaka means on those two mishnayos, cheskas aguf, chazaka that she's what? First mishnah, she has cheskas that she was born a virgin, means that was under him, must means be'oines. By the second mishnah, Mukha says that happened before. There's no cheskas aguf. There's only cheskas kashes. Okay, the Beis HaLevi says maybe it's cheskas aguf also. I have to see what he says. Anyhow, he says he can mashma. If so, we can understand from this. The mikol sheken also the beruba. What happens if the woman says amuka say, so she says nasti tachtecha, I was raped under you, but she has a roiv that supports her. If chazaka works, surely a roiv. Why? We have a rule. Places brought down enough there. We learned the last two Sylvias ago. We have majority against a status, majority wins. So if Chazaka, it says Rab Gamliel that I believe the woman, surely a majority. And we know that Shmuel doesn't hold so. Then Shmuel, we heard from Shmuel says opposite. Then if you don't follow by money, after majority. Therefore, by definition, that's a proof. By definition, Kedepirishis, like I said, is a combination. Only Chazoka together with Bogi V'Shema, Komar Shmuel, only there Shmuel says that the Aloch Rab Gamliel, that I believe the woman. But really, without a combination, just Chazoka alone cannot be. Because we know Chazaka, if Chazaka alone works to take money out, surely majority, because majority is stronger than Roy, than Chazaka. And Shmuel says clearly that Roy, majority is not enough to take money out. That proves that it's not because Chazaka alone or majority alone. It should be a combination of Chazaka together with Bogi V'Shem. So we have to, before we speak, because I want to know where I'm heading. The number one question which you want to know, besides the details, the number one question is, we want to know what does it mean a combination? It's pears and apples. That's what the Kashmul's kasha. It's pears and apples. Boli v'Shem, it's in the world of kindness. And Chazaka, it's in the world of proofs. Roy is in the world of proofs, of statuses, to solve the problem. Kindness is the claims of itself. The Bnei Yoshua came with a chiddush. Although if I read the Gemara simply the words, I would say it's Chazaka alone, it's Migo alone. But it cannot be Chazaka and Migo alone. Because if Chazaka alone works, according to Shmuel, because the halach is like Rab Gamliel, Shmuel says, Rab Gamliel, that the Chazaka works here, and I believe the woman. So surely majority isn't stronger, and Shmuel says clearly majority is not enough to take money out. Must be, that's a combination. Must be also that how I combine it together somehow. This must is, we're going to start investigating. But I'm just saying simply must. The simple conclusion will be that it has to be that the body, it's also kind of type of a raya, of a proof, together with the chazaka, like Taisa says, bori toy, good bori, and the bad shema. So then it looks like he has some kind of a raya that I'm saying the truth. Or what I have a bori that is yoiser motzui from shema, which is less motzui, like the Mesa. So which means the bori has some kind of a proof, internal proof itself inside. So it's a combination. Bori against a shema, which makes sense, and I'm right. Although the halacha is not enough to take money, but that svora, bori, which makes sense, you should believe more than the shema, combined together with chazaka, a majority, together we win the case and we believe the woman. Is it true or not? We have to think about it. Because normally, kindness, before Toysmas, kindness has to do with claims, has nothing to do with rayas. Kindness has to do with the Baal Dovo. If I'm the Baal of the Dovo, so then I'm the one that's going to tell you what's going on with the story. Those are kindness. I'm the Baal Dovo. Me Baal Dovo Nigashalim. And I'm the Baal Dovo. So therefore I have the power of claim. Nobody's against me, so I'm totally believe. Because when you don't believe, I'm the owner of the subject to tell me what happened. I'm the Baal of the Dovo to tell you what happened. So since I'm the Baal Dovo to tell you what happened, so then it's my power of my statement. Nothing with proofs. It just tells me what's the reality. I'm the Baal Dovo to tell you what's a simple, how Beis views the case. It's not how they solve the case, how they view to start the problem. Yes, what do you want to say?
What's the case? The case is it time about.
You don't know.
The Surim, not
so
the
the time tells him what's the case.
The time is about the Surim, not about money. So
doesn't matter. No, it's also about money. It's not only
how do you know? The time is the time about the Basula, not Basula. It's not about money.
אתה מבין אנגלית? אתה מבין אנגלית? כן, בוא לפה. אתה בישיבת התפוצות? בוא לפה. בוא.
He said, you spend it open. That's not money. That's not doing the Yisura.
The argument is money.
No,
but it's not. Toy Benita is also money.
Yeah, but the case.
Mainly
Basula. You're talking about the subject.
Basula.
Basula is not
reference the money. Reference the money. She wants a ksuba.
You said.
She wants a ksuba.
Why'd you make it a taina? He made the taina first. He said you're open. He started.
Open for what? Reference to what? For money.
How do you know it's for money or for he wants a divorce? How do you know it's for money?
What's the argument about what?
What is it? What
She's also to him or the argument about money?
He started the thing. He said you're open.
I know, but what's this? What's the subject about?
You don't know. You don't know what it is. It's no heck rock. It's only a possibility. It's shoving it in. Two things together. It's no heck rock. He made a time. You're open. So he didn't say I want money or don't want money. It's less than more. He said you're open. So that's a serve.
He said more than that.
He didn't know. He said that's the first that's his time.
It happened before.
No, but he made a time that she answered. She says it happened before, so she answered the time. He didn't talk about money. He told her just she's open.
How was his time?
That was his time. He said you're open. That's it. Finished. No. She answered him.
He was saying to
That's later. That's later. Answering his time. Her time. That's not the first step. The first step is you're open.
It seems to be from the Gemara. The Gemara seems to be holding that the case of the Mishnah is a monetary case.
Okay, but
how do I know? How do I know? I was open to your question. I know definitely you're wrong. I was thinking where I can point that you're wrong.
Like the Mishnah.
The Mishnah, maybe. More explain the Mishnah. The Mishnah itself, I don't have a proof. There's no about
okay, so that's the point. And the Mishnah is the basis of the
right, but from the Gemara, it seems to be the Gemara understood.
Because that's an extension.
No, Pshat in the Mishnah, the argument is about money.
The first step is that he made a taina. And she's
The
answering
Gemara
this
calls
time.
it Dine.
What?
The Gemara defines the Mishnah as Dine.
Okay, but did he what? Okay, but did he assure?
No, that's Isuri.
Okay,
Dine is not Isuri.
but to shove the two together, you have to bring a proof. So there's more than but
Okay, see from the Dine, the Gemara is Madamet Hamone, will be a monetary case. So from the simple, the Gemara understand, although I can learn the Mishnah that argues about Isuri, like the first Mishnah. But definitely you see from the Gemara. What? No, that's later on, doesn't say here. Show me the word.
The Mishnah says
Where?
The Mishnah says it. The Mishnah says Mekach.
Where the Mishnah says Mekachtos, and now we should page 12. Doesn't say the word.
It does say it. It does say it. It says it.
That's what the meaning
That's his China.
Says the word Mekachtos?
Yeah, it's his China.
Oh, very good. Oh, that's the knockout. Very good. Shkoyach, you're right. It says,
But you put two together.
that's it. It says Mekachtos. That's it. Finish. I was wondering why. How come? Yeah. It says clearly Mekachtos.
But does it and that? He said A and
He
B.
says Mekachtos.
He said it was A and
Okay, could be both.
before and
Could be both, but definitely talking about the Mekachtos. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Bokach Napim.
when there's a chiyuv, Yeshiva, when there's a chiyuv,
Yes. Good. Yes, go ahead.
when there's a chiyuv, and I have someone has a cheskas moment. Are we with Bixiachis in a cheskas moment when I have a chiyuv? A guy has a chiyuv, and he's muksik b'mammon. He has to pay.
What?
Even if he's muksik b'mammon, he has a chiyuv. You have to pay.
אלא כן ידע פרטיך.
So over here, by when he says the cheskas aguf is saying what? I'm a psula. You got married to me when I was a psula. So you chayiv miksuba. So he's cheskas mammon. It doesn't start as cheskas mammon.
Who says?
Because the cheskas aguf is a chiyuv. Cheskas aguf is not a chazaka that we
Cheskas
know.
Akut tells you what happened. Cheskas Money also tells you what happened.
No, cheskas mammon tells you a suffix, and cheskas aguf tells you what happened.
That's your definition.
What's cheskas aguf?
Cheskas Akut tells me that nothing changed, and Cheskas of Money says nothing changed too.
No, then you married me as a psula. Then you married me as a psula. You owe me money.
Cheskas Money tells me that it
But
was a
it's
Mekachtos.
it's
That was before.
No, but there's a no. Before it's very good.
No, before Berotzen.
No,
Nothing even
but
nothing.
if there was a cheskas, if
Before Berotzen, nothing even nothing. Okay, guys. I don't remember what you saying.
cheskas aguf says that I'm a psula. Could you take money out of a bar that?
Wait a second, I don't know what you're saying. The Yeshua knocked it out. The Yeshua is saying that you can't say Chazak alone is the
I'm
factor.
asking on him.
He says it's not possible. Because if it's true, also Roiv should work. And we know Shmuel says Roiv doesn't work. That cannot be, that's all.
Here, this cheskas aguf.
I would say like you are, that would be an observation, a possibility. Because it cannot be. Muchach, now, Havamina, it cannot be. Because if the Chazaka alone would win the way you explain it, it's not winning, it says the Pashtas, good, that's how does it win? Because it tells you that the Pashtas, Minele, although he's Tofus, but I'm the Muchzok, that's the Pashtas. Basically, sees I'm the Muchzok of the Monk, because Cheskas. That I would say before the Pnei Yehoshua. Comes the Pnei Yehoshua says cannot be, because if Chazaka of the Guf can moitzi mamoin with your explanation, so surely Roiv, because Roiv is stronger than Chazaka. And Shmuel holds, forget about Rashi's, and Shmuel holds, and Olchim Achana Roiv, I don't follow Roiv, cannot take money. So that what's a pshat? Must be, it's a combination.
But when I have cheskas guf and I have cheskas mammon, it's not the cheskas he wins.
I understand your observation.
No, it doesn't start.
I understand your observation, but also Roiv.
No.
Why not?
Roiv is only a statistic. It's not telling me that there's a chiyuv here.
Acherabim Latos, it tells you what happened. It's like a Migu. What about Migu? Migu is a Raya. So why Migu works? I said, forget about the Pnei Yehoshua. Migu lo itzi lo amrin, it's machlekes with the and Rivo, do we say, do we say Migu lo itzi or not? Toises holds Migu lo itzi lo amrin. So how can Migu here works? If if the chazaka or the migo alone works,
Migo with Bari.
migo, it's a combination. Shalom aleichem, b'nei Yoshua. Shalom aleichem. Migo and Bari, it's a combination. But if it's only the chazaka alone or the migo alone, migo lo yitzel amrinon, and chazaka alone lo yitzel amrinon, because the rai from a roi, and roi is better than chazaka. That's the b'nei Yoshua. When I saw the Gemara, I didn't know the b'nei Yoshua. And I said, it has to be a combination because Migo lo yitzel amrinon. Why those are Migo lo yitzel amrinon on screen here? It must be, it's a combination.
There it's better because Migo is dim in the kindness.
What?
There it's better because Migo is dim in
But it's a raya in the tightness. It's a raya. Migo it's a raya.
Okay?
Migo it's a raya. So if the power of the chazaka is a raya, how does it work? So you have to say combinations. It's only by Migo it's a combination. By chazaka the pshat, you don't need a combination.
Who's helping who? The Bari's helping the Muksik? The Chazaka or the Chazaka is
Okay,
helping the
that's already another question. Come here, Yeshua, come here. Come close. Don't be on the edge.
I would like to interrupt.
I know, you don't interrupt. When you come and learn, here, right here, I can watch the way your eyes go around, looking at me, excited. Now, Siyata Dishmai. The question now is like Rabbi Baruch asked. Who supports who? The Bari supports the Chazaka supports the Bari. Or the 50-50. It's a combination. Okay, that's open to discuss. Comes the Pnei Yoshua, and he has a kasha. I don't want to focus on his kasha, but it's important for us. Because his kasha and his teretz, is needed for my final pshat. So let's go over here, what he says, kasha. He says, but he has a kasha on this. He says, okay, I prove that it has to be a combination. The migo or chazaka, it's a combination that can take money out together with Bori and Shema. Bori against Shema. Bori against Shema together with a support, together. Shutov, Chazak, Ika, Tofel, or whatever it is, I don't know yet. So together, a combination with Chazaka and Migo and Bori, I can take the money out. Otherwise, I cannot Chazaka alone, I can. Because if so, Bori surely could. Comes on Bocha with his doichet. So what about Migo? So you have to say Migo lo yitzel amrinon. You have to say combination. Okay. He says, but I had a kasha on this. What's his kasha? Elo, I'm reading now in the left paragraph. Elo sha'ach was a yiksei shilishon. You have it at 3 lines on the top. Elo, I mean, not in the papers. No, the papers is where? Yeah, it's right there. Yes. 3 lines on the top, on the left side. Elo she'af bazei ksei shilishon. He says, even with this, I added to ask. Do ba'ida moicher shol lechaveiro v'nitzan akchon. Mosik Shmuel concludes. Ochi beperek bereish perek kaporish perek hamoicher peros. In the beginning of those 2 chapters, one is Bobekam, one is Bobas. V'osam ikanami ruva there is also a majority behind the Bori v'Shema. With the Bori and Shema of the Leikech. The buyer knows clearly that he bought it for plowing. Also, I'm saying by how he's asking. He's asking a very simple question. He's saying, hey, it cannot be a combination. Because the case of Shmuel is also a combination. When Shmuel says majority cannot take money out, I don't follow majority by money, his case is also Bori v'Shema with a combination of majority. And if there the combination doesn't work, why here should work? Combination of a lower combination of Bori and Shema with Chazok, which is lower, how can he win? And there Bori and Shema with the Roy, which is a strong combination, that doesn't work. Why there's a combination too? What's the case there? The case is somebody sold, a moicher, a seller, sold an ox. And the buyer bought it and he gave him the money. He comes home and says, the ox is a nakhan, is a gourd. Forewarned ox. It's an ox that gores 3 times. He's a mule. I can't plow with him. It's not possible to plow. a majority of people buy oxes in order to plow with it. Legadia. Legadia means to plow. So here, what do we say? Shmuel says, sorry, you gave the money, you have to be stuck with it with the animal. Cannot force to bring the money back. Why? Because he's holding the money. And I don't follow it by money after majority. But wait a second, he knows clearly what he wanted. He wanted to buy an ox for plowing. So he has a bari, and he has a roiv, a majority that supports him. Yet Shmuel says it doesn't work. Combination doesn't work. With a strong combination of roiv, and roiv is stronger than a chazaka. So why doesn't work? What?
It's only what he wanted, not what he got.
No, but when he bought and he gave the money, he knows what he gave it for.
Who said the seller knew?
Who says the seller knew?
Yeah, what he wanted.
I don't care what the seller knew. I know what I gave the money for.
Yeah, that's Smith that does.
It's because that's of what?
Oh, the buyer and the seller.
Very good. He didn't want to sell it only for X. But I don't want to buy only for Y, and I gave my money only for Y, so give my money back. What I
know what he was selling it for.
I don't care what he was saying. Let's say he wanted to sell it clearly. I know he wanted to sell for slaughtering. But I wanted to buy only for plow, and I gave him my money. Give me back my money. If I don't want to buy, you cannot force me to buy.
They didn't talk about it.
But it doesn't matter, but I have a body. So since I have a body, and I have a majority that supports me, the majority of people buying for plowing, so I have a body with a body with a glory, it'll be with this combination.
Most people buy for plants.
Most people plan something else. I'm not about most. When I bought it, I know clearly what I wanted.
That's very nice, but then you talk to him.
What I need to talk to him about.
Because he's selling it to you.
If I didn't want to buy, I didn't want to buy.
The din is not tough luck.
I know that there's stuff like. We're asking why. If the point is a combination, there's also a combination. By us, we said when it's a combination, I believe the woman, I believe the buyers, also here, the woman, by the case of Shmuel, is also a combination. The lokech has a boat.
It's only method because it's both agreed in the beginning. Or it's known, clearly.
But why? But why do we need both to agree? If I gave my
sale.
I'm asking you, why do we need both to agree? If I bought something, and I paid my money to buy, and I didn't want it clearly, and that's what I wanted, so I should be
it's clear to him. Who says
Roy, and I know clearly what I wanted.
So what? Rob doesn't convey it in the sale.
What I need a Roy, I have a combination of Roy together with a
Because you're doing a sale, you're not talking about
So explain me, I want to expound. There's a punch here, you're missing a punch.
That's
That's the answer to the Brio Shore.
When you bought that egg, when you bought that ox,
you have to talk about you make a sale when you're buying it to sell. You can't just give money
you
out of
think
it.
for a second maybe it's not come and you still bought it?
Again?
Well, how come when you go by to the store, you buy milk, you buy a polo, you buy it, you're still gonna buying it even though it might end up being a nachlan.
Right.
But you're still buying it, you won't? And if you ask the moicher, is it an nachlan? He goes, I don't know, it's not a nachlan. To me, it's not a nachlan. Are you still gonna buy it? Yes, you take your chances. So the whole subject happened in the Rosh of the Kaina, not in the moicher. The suffix, the whole suffix of what happened is only the Rosh of the moicher of the Kaina.
Both you made an observation. You made a decision that when I'm buying an ox, I don't know what it is, and I find out what it is, I still want to buy it. That's your decision, your head. Who says true? Who says true?
What's the gather of buying and selling?
I want to know. That's what we want to know. The Peshua's kashi is.
But isn't that more?
His kashi is no, it's not Baruch.
And
he says more than that. He says more than that. We'll see in a second. Machloikis here. We'll see. That's what we're having Shua. Ve'oso mashma de bosan daita lokech haslinon. The simple way of the Gemara is that you follow the das of the lekeach, what he meant when he bought. You don't know what he meant. Maybe he's lying, he's changing. But if he knew and he's a bori, so you should follow his das. So since he knows what he wanted, when he gave the money, he says, I want to buy an ox, and I meant the ox A, and I know clearly you have to follow my das. That's a simple way. You have to follow the das of the buyer. And he has a majority together, a combination. Why not believe him? The answer is what you're saying, but he wants us to machloikis, we follow him on that. Let's see what he answers. V'inachti bekusha. I left with a question, but now he wants to give an answer. He wants to give an answer. The shiny awesome, guys. Let's look inside, please. The shiny awesome. B'moicher shor lechaveiroi. Guys, it's different there when somebody sells an ox to his friend. V'nitzanach, and it found to be a forewarned ox. They came and Enochim on Chararoi, since I don't follow majority by money. 2, that's only because of that. Since if you follow majority, so then my words follow a majority, and then my decision, what I meant is what's facts.
But if
I don't follow, this is what he says. When I don't follow majority by money, doesn't help anymore the clear claim of the Lokach. It's not depending on his das alone. It's a combination of both. What you're saying, but he's not saying stop. He's saying when we say by sale, you need the buyer and the seller's das, or public das, is when I follow majority. But when I don't follow majority, I need both. I need a das of the buyer and the seller, or the public. The other rabbi, which is the opposite. He caused his own loss. He should have explained. He should explain that he's buying it. He should specify that he's buying it for plowing. Since he didn't give an explanation, when you don't follow majority, means, what does it mean if you don't follow majority? Means you follow the language of the world, what the world means, not majority. So therefore, without explanation of the buyer and the seller, clear specification, what they want, they brought their own loss. When do we, the Gemara says we follow the Lokach. Oh, here. Where's Rabbi Eliyahu? I don't see Rabbi Eliyahu. Normally he's coming. Where? I don't see him. He's behind the desk. Okay. Soon Mazel Tov, right?
Mazel Tov.
Bezat Hashem, Mazel Tov. Tuesday. I'm happy to hear. Ezra Hashem will be until we as well said. V'oda amrino. That we say. Also, that's the Lokach. When we say we follow Das Lokach, when I was pressing you in the kasha, he says, when the Gemara says we do, it says no, it's Ainu leman de'omar, it's only according to the opinion, leman de'ozor one who follows by monetary majority. So then if a buyer and a seller buys, and the buyer has a majority, so he's on the side of the majority of people buy the ox to plow. Listen, so since I have a majority on my side, then you depend my explanation, my das, and I can say Bari, that's what I meant. I don't have to explain myself because I have majority with me, and you follow majority. Since I have majority with me, and I don't have, and majority follows, I don't have to explain myself. The seller, which is against majority, he should have gained a condition. It says like this: if I follow majority, so the Lokach doesn't need to give explanation to the seller, and the Lokach can say Bari. But since we don't follow majority, so then it's open. You have to follow the world, not me, not him, the world, or both. So anyone that wants him to say one way or the other, he has to talk. The Bible says talking, he talking. So therefore there, and this is the punchline. Guys, listen carefully. There, it's not a combination because I'm only left with Roy without Bari. Again, when I have a combination, I follow. In our Gemara, I have Chazokah or Miko together with Bari and Shema. There, I only have Roy, which is even better than Chazokah, but that's all I'm left. There's no Bari because it's not my claim. As a word, how do you translate? How the world, the lingua, how the world translates the words, not majority, the world, the whole world, how they translate the words, whatever the words mean. Buying an ox is like or not. So since you have to follow language, we don't follow majority. So if we don't follow majority, the Lokach, we follow the world. So then you should explain yourself. You make your own loss. So you don't have a Bari. Your Bari is weak. Bari is no good. So therefore you're only left with a Roy. So Rav alone, Chazok alone, and Roy Tzimon. The combination Roy and Chazok, will combine together with Bari and Shema. When I have a Bari, I follow.
You could say
This is the Pnei Yoshua.
You could say
The
that's
famous Pnei Yoshua, yes, Rabbi.
You could say that's only in this particular case of buying and selling. It's darker that, not in general. He's making the general rule, and
He's not making a general rule. He says, Adarabah, there doesn't take kind of the rule.
He's following it.
He's there, he says, when Shmuel said, I don't follow majority, it's only that specific case. He says, there it's out of the rule. Because there's no bogey, it's no combination. But anywhere else, when I have a combination, Migo together with bogey, Chazokah together with bogey, so then, together, we can take money out.
But that you're comparing the two cases and saying they're on an equal basis, the whole system, and it's not necessarily true.
Okay, so you have to not necessarily choose cheap words. Show me a chiluk. Show me a chiluk.
The Rebbe said whenever you say a thing,
Toysa says it's the same case. I have a Toysa after the Rishonim. Okay, but tell me not like Toysa just because who says, if the Rambam says it,
the Rebbe,
you have to have that.
The Rebbe said
The Rishonim bought it the same. The Rishonim bought it as the same scale. So I have to be. You have to say.
Which Rishonim?
Why? You tell me who says not necessarily. I'm saying necessarily. It's like we Bori and Bori. Okay, Bori and Bori is not getting money on it. I win. Gemara says in 16, Bori and Bori, I win.
That's
You
only
can't tell money out. You clear, not necessarily. Adarabah, you are Shev and says Vada. The Gemara says, show me other one. Show me a chilek. Don't tell me not
What
necessarily.
is Surman and one's
Not both are money.
no, because
Both are money.
it's not only money.
Both are money.
So it's totally
Both are money.
It's included money. It's
Who
not,
says included?
because the whole thing is a Surman. It's a Kesuvas.
So Ksubis is money.
But the title was.
Adarabah, you shot yourself in your legs. Adarabah, Pshat the Mishnah is not also money. It's only because it's Masarek Ksubis.
No, that's included.
Not money, not Isurim, it's Ksubis. That's our subject matter is money. Subject matter is money. Ksuba is money.
That's what you'll learn. That it happens.
Adarabah, you said it. That's a subject matter. I don't have to explain that. That's not like Mekachtos is Mekachtos. It's money. That's a subject matter, not Isurim.
No,
When I
that's
say
not
Isurim,
the
also,
Surah,
yeah, bring it
it's only-
forward. That's the second. Okay, that's it. I explain myself. Good. Yes.
In the case of the short,
Yes.
we understand that Reuben goes to Shimon to buy the
Yes.
short. Now, this Shimon, the son of the short,
Yes.
what's he? I mean, what does he sell short for? What does he do?
He sells short for money.
Does he?
That's what he's saying.
No, is he in the picture? What if we check on him and he sells only foreign for shchita?
Well, yes, I understand.
No,
But it doesn't make sense normally you sell to make money. You would sell maybe only for shchita because that's the buyer. You sell for sell. You want to make money. You want the cash. To buy more and to sell more, to buy more, to sell more.
No, that's it.
That's the shit. What's the buyer's market? Okay, let's continue on. This is the pshat of the Pnei Yoshua. I understand that the Birka Shmuel knocks it off. Let's open the Birka Shmuel. Everyone has a Birka Shmuel. I printed the Birka Shmuel. Those that have the Sefer, it's in Siman what? Siman, I think, Chof, Sivkot and Gimel. Chof Aleph, Sivkot and Gimel. Okay? Birka Shmuel, it's on its own. It doesn't do with the beginning piece and end piece. I mean, at that specific point, so it has to do with us. Also by us, he says the same thing. But here, he quotes the opinions. The reason I printed this, not our Birka Shmuel. Although Birka Shmuel in certain points are much more clear. But he quotes who says this opinion. He quotes the Nachlas Dovid and Toysa Sri, the Rishon, and the Nachlas Dovid. So it's not Stam, it's what that came out of nowhere. Okay, so you have a big people to back up. Veine, which means you have a Nachlas Dovid and a Rishon not like the Pnei Yoshua. Okay? And he brings a raya to that. Veine b'masnis in the pliga of Rabbi Yehuda Rav Loza. Everybody has on this page Gimel. You have the Gimel. Where is Elisha? Can you call him on the phone? Not to go call him on the phone. Chaval. והנה במסניסי, דפליגי רב גמליאל ורב לוזר ורב יהושע לעניין בורי ושמע, עם חזקס הגוף מהני לא יצימו. Again, I'm reading it again. Here in the Mishnah, There's an argument in Rabbi Lozer, Rabbi Gamliel, Rabbi Lozer, and Rabbi Yehoshua. Le'inyan for the subject, I Bori v'Shema in Cheskas Aguf me'ani lo yitzimon. Bori v'Shema with Cheskas Aguf is enough to take money. Tzarich iyun. Where's the word tzarich iyun? What does tzarich iyun means? Everybody knows what the words mean? Needs investigation, needs to look deep. Im Svoras Rav Gamliel hu. Is it the Svar Gamliel? It is. Da yedei zeh choizer ashtar lim koimo. Simen toivu, mazul toivu, mazul toivu. Shkoya. Mazal tov. Okay, now we tell too much. Let's cover that Torah. It's not the much.
What's that concept, choser ashtar?
We're going to explain that. That's what we're going to explain today. This is my goal to explain this in Kashmir. Let's read it again. Tzarich iyun. Im svarat Rab Gamliel hu. Dal yedei zeh, through this, choser ashtar, the document goes back, linkomot its place. Oy lo, or no. Derak al yedei bori, only through clear claim, bori v'shema, clear claim and a doubtful claim, v'cheskas aguf, and the status of the body. Moitzim amomoy, we take money out. Ve'af dekvar isra ashtar, even though the document is being weakened.
How is it being weakened? Rosh Hashachut? How is it being weakened?
I don't know. It doesn't say how.
Pesach Pasua.
Pesach Pasua, it says Shosho.
Right away, the first time, we can start.
Okay.
It's predicated document.
So let's go over what it says.
We're being a basula.
So let's get over the two sides. Is it the Bnei Yehoshua is right? That's what he's saying one side. It's a combination of Bori as Tzadi. אתה מבין עברית?
כן.
אתה יכול לשבת בצד, יעזור. שם בפינה שלו יעזור. עדיף בחדר בצד. Is it? מה? שם בפינה. Is it Bori v'Shema combined together with Chazaka? Or is it Bori and Shema combined together with Chazaka? Or really the Bori and Shema just remove, the Chazaka removes the blemish of the shtar, and once I remove the blemish of the shtar, I'm really taking money out because of the shtar. The power, the coil that I have is a shtar. He will explain it more. But those are the two sides. Basically, is it like the Bnei Yehoshua as a combination?
Could Yeshiva explain and say it again? Because I missed it.
I'll explain with El Rosh. Is it like the Bnei Yehoshua? It's a combination of Chazaka together with Bori and Shema. Or no? The Bori,
That's the second side of the...
second side.
Okay.
The Bori and Shema are not the factor in what I can take money out. It's not because a combination of Bori and Shema together with Chazaka. The Chazaka removes the reusa, the weakness, the weakening. The weakening, I'm not even going to go sure. The weakening. The Chazaka removes, or the Migul removes the weakening of the document of the shtar. Because she has a shtar ksuba. Written ksuba, or ksuba of the Chachomim that he owes her the money. It's like a shtar, the Gemara says. So therefore she has a cheskas chiyuv. A status of an obligation. We'll explain later on what he means. So therefore, since the woman has a shtar, and the shtar became weakened. Ra'ua. Why? Because shoshon lefanecha. Because we see a suffix, we see a problem, we see something is wrong. So the Bori and Shema didn't change that weakness. What changes? The Chazaka removed the weakness of the shtar. And then it comes back, the power of the shtar goes back to the place, and the shtar can take money out. Shtar is not a moitzi. When I have a shtar, it's not a moitzi. Although the Gemara says, there's a machlokes by Shammai and Basilev, shtar oimed legvoiske, go we go or not. Okay, guys, there's a machlokes between the Shammai and Basilev. The Shammai say, a document which is made to collect as is being collected. And as if it's being collected. Shtar oimed legavot kegavui now. But Beis Hillel, which the halacha says, shtar oili was as laken govudom. Although Beis Hillel holds shtar oili is laken, it says Reb Chaim Alevi in the sugi of Eilach, but it's not a moitzi. That's a pshati. That once a shtar goes back to its place, so it's not kikov, it's not being collected, but I'm not a moitzi because I have cheskas chiyuv, I have a shtar with me, so I have a strong position on it. So therefore, I can moitzi with the shtar. It's not kikov, it's not really collected in my hand. He's tofus, but I'm the cheskas chiyuv is by me. So therefore, he says two tzdodim, two sides. Why Rab Gamliel believes a woman? Is it a combination of chazaka together with Bori and Shema, or no? As with a star, she wins. She has a star ksuba, but without the chazaka, the star ksuba is weak because you see she's bula from Echo, and Bori and Shema doesn't change that because la Bori Odi. What changes the chazaka, the cheskazakub or the miko, brings it back that it removes the reyusa from the shtar, and therefore it bounces back, and I have a strong shtar. A shtar she can moitzi. It's not a problem of elochim omer charoiv and loitzi momo. Shtar can moitzi. Although it's not kikoy dom is moitzi can be moitzi. Now let's see inside. Yes, what?
That's you just explained Jose Shtar Makom.
Yes, that's what he explains it.
Now,
But he says,
Yeshua, according
and
to
he
the second
says-
way, how would you explain Rabbi Yeshua? If it's not the first way, how you can explain how Rabbi Yeshua is arguing? If it's
Which
the-
like Bnei Yeshua or
No, if you're going to say the first way that Rabbi Shmuel said, so I understand how Rabbi Yeshua arguing. That he
and
says,
if it's a combination,
but if you're going to say that it's Isra Shtora and still
but
works,
you can say what? That's what
that it was Isra Shtora,
Yes.
and still the Bari and the Chazaka could be Moitzi. What Rabbi
Now
Yeshua?
Chazaka moitzi. Chazaka removes the Isra and the shtar is the moitzi.
No, that's the second way.
Okay, they call it the second. Okay,
No,
what's the first
sorry,
way?
sorry. The first way is that the Chazaka takes away the Isra and the shtar is the Moitzi. That's
Yes.
the first way.
Yes.
The second way is that the Chazaka and the Bari, even though it's Isra Shtora, takes it out.
Correct. That's the Bnei
Now,
Yeshua.
if this is
That's the Bnei Yeshua.
if you're gonna learn like the Bnei Yeshua,
Yes.
what's Rabbi Yeshua going to argue on this? That
That
even though,
Cheskas Momen is stronger.
but it's Isra.
So because of Isra, because the shtar is Isra,
Right?
and the Chazaka alone is not enough to moitzi like Roy, and Bori and Shema is zero. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Cannot take money. Cheskas Momen
So
is
the
a...
machlokes in Mitzvah, well, the Chesed Guf is stronger than the Chesed Momen.
Yes, the Gemara Nafayim says it. Yes, yes, Rabbi. Page 67. Ayin 65, 75. 7 we learned it.
It's a Gemara that says that will Chesed Guf with Bari take away or not?
No, it says when Rabbi Shmuel the Cheskas Aguf, Cheskas money is more than Cheskas Aguf. That's all it is. I know, he's money.
Bari, no, he not Bari.
No, but when he says clearly the power is Cheskas Aguf, Cheskas money, Cheskas money. Remember says that Cheskas money. That's the reason Rabbi Shmuel. Means he holds on all the combination. It's not enough. It's 0 plus 0 is worth 0. Cannot moitzi bomon. But Rabbi Gamliel holds combination works. That's the one pshat. Second pshat is the shtar. So let's see now we see the inside. What I'm excited is that he brings a support to him from Big Achronim Rishonim. Ve'ayin besever Nachlas Dovi. Look in the book named Nachlas Dovi. Who is Nachlas Dovi? Nachlas Dovi is the Dovi Tebel. He was the biggest Talmid, one of the biggest Talmidim of Reb Chaim Volozhin. Reb Chaim Volozhin, son of the Goy Vilna. He was the biggest Talmid Chacham in Volozhin when Reb Chaim became a Rosh Yeshiva. Rosh Yeshiva used to be many stories in it, right? Nachlas Dovi. So he says, Nachlas Dovi says clearly the Kosa. The Zeyu Biu Tirutza Gemara. That's Pshat in our Gemara. The Ocha Ike Cheskas Aguf. Ve'alken Chosar Ashtar Lim Koimon. A clear Nachlas Dovi. That when I have Cheskas Aguf supports the woman, it bounces back the weakness of the shtar, removes the weakness of the shtar, and you have the shtar goes back to its full force. And what is the moitz? Is the shtar. Not the Bori and Shema, is the shtar.
So why Roiv is different? What are you going to do with the Bnei Yeshua's Raya with from Roiv?
My friend, because there is no Bori. That's a big issue. That's why I said the issue is very important. To explain the Birkat Shmuel itself, you have to say the same answer of the Bnei Yeshua. and also myself. You have to say that there is no body. In the case of Shmuel itself, you have a roy, which is stronger than Chazaka, but you don't have a body.
Right, but what about what he brings? He says,
zero.
How could Chazaka be mighty?
And there is no star even. Sorry, I don't have to. The mighty needs there. This doesn't need to be sure. There you have a roy and no body, but you don't have a star. By buy and seller or by mazik and nizak, there's no star. By us like so there's star.
In the beginning of the show, when he asked his kasha, if roy is better than Chazaka,
Yes.
so how Chazaka itself was going to be
Yes.
mighty?
Yeah.
How are you going to answer that?
No problem. I'm saying it's not that the roiv and the chazok is moitzi. It's the star that is moitzi. The chazok or the roiv just removes the reus of the star, and the star is the moitzi. But by masik v'nizak, or shor nachon by buyer and seller, or by damager and being damaged, there is no star. Bori v'shema is zero, and chazok itself is zero classic. Nothing. Moitzi go, all right? That's it. Let's continue on. But he says more than that. He found a Rishon. A Toysasri. A Toysasri says clearly, he says, says that the Pshat in our Gemara is not a combination of the Chazaka together with the Migo, with the Bari, is the Chazaka removes the Reus of the Shtar, and the Shtar bounced back to its place, and I have a Shtar that takes out, a document that takes out. Venire lichoiro, he wants to prove like the Nachas David and the Toysasri. He has a raya. What's his raya? What's the raya of the
What's
big
the
Kasher?
status of the star now?
I can't hear what you say.
Where is the star holding now? It's a star that it's
After the Chazaka?
what? No, before the star now is Isra.
Isra.
It was lost.
Isra.
Isra. So
She has a document. Wait a second. She got married. She had a document that he owes her 200. Now, you see, she's a Beula Lefanecho. She's carbonated. She's Beula. And she doesn't argue on that. She agrees she's a Beula.
Star is Isra.
So the star is Isra.
What star is Isra?
Because star means she's a normal Basula. She's not a Basula.
Oh, she was there now.
But that was after the star was written.
Right, after the star was written. So now, right now, when she agreed that she was a Beula, the star has a Reusa. So how to remove the Reusa? Not because of the Tainas Bori.
She said no.
Because she has a chazaka of the goof that says that she was a basula to the last moment, and she says, I was raped under you. So not because of the bori against Shema. Is because of the cheskas aguf removes the reyuse, and she's staying for the shtar. So that's what she's taking money out of it. Now the Birka Shmuel is going to bring in a very strong raya.
And the other side.
Then we say so.
And
So
the other
that's not
side.
mighty v'chavero then.
Where's the other side?
The other side that the star remains still.
The other side, the star is still remain reyuse.
But it's not.
Different reason, the combination between bori and chazaka.
So it comes out that there's no mighty v'chavero. If you're going to learn the way the Nachas David learned,
Yes.
you don't have mighty v'chavero.
Correct. Although it's not going domum, but it's not going to have a shtar. Right. Very good. Venira lichoiro. It's a very big kid, very important piece. Venira lichoiro seems to be apparently. Everybody else? Yoshua. Olivier, come on. You have to come sleep next to me, not so far away. I know, but be next to me, not far away. It's too warm there. There's sun there. It makes you fall asleep. Come here.
How was the involvement of Chaim Lapki Govoy that towards him?
We want to be here, or here, whatever you want. Yes, what do you want to say?
The line that the Rosh said in the name
Yes.
of Chaim. Even
Yes.
it's Lapki Govoy, but it's not called a Kishmoitzi moment.
Correct.
That's a star that's not Isra. It's a good star, but in Moitzi was the good star. No,
Right, that's a good star.
different case.
Right, but I want to say, here, once I remove the Easter, I have a star. So the star can take money out. Like if Chaim Alei says, although I can go, I can take money. That's all. That's simple. Okay. Let's continue on. Venira lichoiro. Comes the Birka Shmuel and says, it seems to be apparently, he says, if he's not going to say like me, you're going to say like the Pnei Yoshua, that what? That really the star is weakened, and the responsibility to bring a proof is upon the woman when she wants to take money out, and she needs the chazaka and the bori combined together to moitzi, says it's not possible to say so. He's going to bring a raya against a Pnei Yehoshua. So although he doesn't mention the Pnei Yehoshua, but we know it's a Pnei Yehoshua. So his raya is against the Pnei Yehoshua. What's his raya? How does it apply the concept of ta'aninon? What is ta'aninon? The Gemara, page 36, says as follows. The Gemara says, listen carefully. When a woman, she got married, she's a deaf or blind. Cheresh is vesuma. You know what's chereshet? She's deaf. She can't hear. Suma, she's blind. A blind woman or a deaf woman, can they get married? Can get married. Yes. Can get married. Or they got married or were healthy. Now they got divorced. And the husband says, hey, she's not bisulim, or after the first night. After the first night. Says, she's not a basulam. But she cannot answer. She doesn't know how to answer. She's a chereshet. She's a suma. She can't answer. So the Gemara says, ta'anino, we claim for her. Whoa! So we have an argument. The argument says maybe she didn't commit adultery before the engagement. And we say, ta'anino, no! It happened under you. After she got engaged, she was raped.
But that's not a Bari. You can't have a Bari.
That's ta'anino.
But you can't have a ta'anino.
That's the raya of the Bikashmul against the Yehoshua. It says ta'aninon is impossible to create a chiyuv. Ta'aninon is, the Gemara says, how do we learn ta'aninon from apostle? Psach pichol. Open your mouth to a deaf, to a mute person. A mute. Psach pichol. A mute doesn't know how to answer. You answer for him, like Yesoyim, like Chereshet, like Suma, they cannot answer. You answer for them. They're weak people, they can't answer, they don't know what's going on. So you answer for them. So Psach Picholim. So the Bikashmul understands Misvor, and it's also true. So he says on the spot, is how is it possible to create ta'aninon, to claim for them, to create a chiyuv? He says, if you're going to say there was a shtar before, and it was Isra, the Chesed removed the Isra, so the shtar is moitzi. So therefore, the Beis just removes the weakness of the shtar. But what is really the moitzi? What's the Cheskas gave as a shtar? Not the Beis. Beis was ta'aninon, they claim for her. The Beis claim for her, they don't create the chiyuv. The chiyuv is a shtar. The shtar was weakened. So to remove, the ta'aninon just removes the weakness. But if it's a combination of Cheskazah together with Bori Veshema, like the Pnei Yehoshua, so Mela, she says, okay, I don't musala. But after Cheskazah, we can do a ta'aninon for her. Without this combination, I cannot create a chiyuv. How can I do ta'aninon to create a chiyuv? I can do ta'aninon to answer. But I don't do ta'aninon to create. To moitzi. How can I do that?
Rosh just says it's
It's not possible. Therefore, because of this kasha, the Bikashmuel here, and here just bring a proof of the Ramban. We say, so well, here you go.
It's a gezeres puzzle. Rosh just said it's a gezeres puzzle.
What does that mean?
A puzzle even.
It's a rule ta'aninon. But this rule of ta'aninon, we only claim to answer, not to create chiyuvim to take money out. We don't do ta'aninon to take money out of people.
And he takes money out of there?
Yeah, money out of the husband.
But there's no Bari. So you see how the Chazaka works?
Shalom Aleichem, my rabbi.
No, but
Shalom Aleichem. You got the Pnei Yehoshua. You got the Bikashmul. He says there's no body. Must be no out the money out because the shtar is taking money, and the Chazaka just removes the Israelis of the shtar, and we need the ta'aninon to remove the Israelis of the shtar.
But to make the shtar come back, you need two things: also Bari and also Chesed.
I know.
So you don't have Bari has to bring back the shtar.
No, but the ta'aninon creates a body to remove Reuse. Ta'aninon cannot create a body to create a chiyuv, to take money out. But to remove a Reuse, you can have ta'aninon body. Not a problem.
But
That's the whole point. That's the whole brilliancy of the Birkas Shmuel. From this Kashi, not the Birkas Yehoshua, he said the Nachlas David, and the Rishon of the what's his name? Of the Taisus Reed is on. Yes, we're Menach.
it says over here, Bari Veshema in Chesed Guf, Mahani, to bring the shtar to take out. The Big Shmuel says.
No. He didn't chap. Chap is because it's really just to remove the reus.
Do I need money to remove the reus?
To make ta'aninon, to create a chiyuv, you don't do, to take money out, you don't do ta'aninon. But to make ta'aninon for body, just to remove a reus of the shtar, it's enough, yes.
So
Because what takes out is the shtar. It's
no
not
problem. But the body, do I need body and chesed to take?
to remove the reus. Correct.
Ta'aninon and chesed.
Ta'aninon chesed to remove the reus.
So I don't need body in both. I don't need body and
I need body
I need
in order that Cheskasagу would take an effect to remove the reus. But if I need body to make ta'aninon body to create a chiyuv, he said that's not possible.
So
Why?
why
That's
is
his right,
the
simple right.
guys on the Big Shmuel?
What-
Why is the Big Shmuel?
One second. Yes, Rabbi.
If the Chachamim are answering for her, maybe part of their answer is telling me in a Bari, that they're putting a Bari for her. Then but that's what's in their dust. When they said,
I know, but he understands Misvara. It's not possible that Chachamim will make ta'aninon to create a chiyuv. They will make ta'aninon to answer. Here in Lemaise, here the Gemara says ta'aninon, she takes the ksuba out. She cleans the husband's out. The husband says, hey, I don't deserve your ksuba. And she cleans him out. Says, how possible? How can you create ta'aninon to take money out of the husband? Unless before the ta'aninon, she has a cheskas chiyuv of the shtar to start with. Just was weakened. So to remove the weakened, we can do ta'aninon. But according to the Pnei Yoshua, that the shtar is out. I'm really taking out, not because of the shtar, I'm taking out because of the combination of bori together with cheskas aguf. So how can you do ta'aninon to create a combination, take money out? You don't do ta'aninon to take money out.
but maybe
Even it's a combination.
But maybe that's what they're doing, and it's not the star.
What?
Maybe that's exactly what the Chachamim are doing. They're dust, and it's not the star. It just happens the star is part of the.
So I'm saying it's not possible.
Why?
Because this is the logic. The logic is, Beis Din one protects people from, because they're weak.
Right.
The Elim, they're weak. Elim is a conceptual thing. A weak guy can't speak. A dumbo, doesn't know how to answer. Who answer for him? We protect the weak people. But we don't make the weak people strong people to beat people up and take money out. But you can make the weak people money that is being owed to them through the document of the Shtar Ksuba to make sure it's being done, being paid. So you have to say the starting point is because it's a Ksuba here. There's a Shtar Ksuba. That the guy owes him the money. Now he says, yeah, okay, they see a problem. So it's only weeks that they give answers. But to say, I'm a weak guy, therefore he put me wet vessels and basically starting to walk me around in the street and beating up people because I'm weak. They make me our, what is it, Gulliver? Superman, what does it make? Doesn't make sense. It's against the Seicha. That's the kasher against the Pnei Yoshua. It doesn't quote the Pnei Yoshua, but that's what he meant to ask. Yes, Rabbi. So he asked and I stopped him. I'll get back to the second word.
The machlekes between comes out according to the Big Shmuel, a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And the machlekes between Rabbi Gamliel and Rabbi Yeshua, do we have Isra Shtama? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it Isra Shtama and you can't take out the Chesed Shlomo?
Yes.
Or it was not Isra Shtama because we go with the Chesed Guf tells me there was never Isra Shtama.
Okay, Rabbi, that's your observation. I'm not so sure that's a pshat. It could be pshat that is both agree that I remove. That I remove these. Both agree. Rabbi Yeshua said, what Rabbi Yeshua say? Two options. He's saying that although I remove the Isra Shtor, but the Isra Shtor is not enough to take money out, that's a very hard sword. Or to say that he's saying that I cannot remove the Reus. Cannot remove, or based on don't do Tanino to remove
Rabbi
Reus.
Gamliel says we don't have to remove the Reus because we start with the Chesed Guf. The Chesed Guf says a chiyuv.
Or, no, wait, relax. Or it's a kulam. That Mishnah there, Tanino lekulam.
No, I'm talking about us, our machlekes. I was explaining our Gamliel and Rabbi Yeshua.
Yeah. Question is this Mishnah of Cheresh and Chereshes is only called Rabbi Gamliel and not Rabbi Yeshua. So Rabbi Yeshua about it. I don't know if it's machlokes. So you have to say the simple way to say it is they have a power enough to remove the reus. Rabbi Yeshua says, based on all the time to remove the reus, like if she says Bari, and Chazaka is not enough to remove the reus. What do you say? You remove the reus and out of the shtar? It's hard. Rabbi shtar. Once you move there, you have a shtar. Very hard to say Rabbi Yeshua argues on that. You have to say Rabbi Yeshua holds, or the Reus of the shtar still stays, because it's not enough to remove the Reus with Tanina or without Tanina, even if she says something. Well, you have to understand Rabbi Yeshua. And actually, because Shmuel explains it. Don't worry, it's not Shmuel. That's the next piece. Okay, this is the second possibility. The third possibility.
What does the Bari do?
What?
According to Rabbi Shmuel, what is the Bari?
Nothing.
What do you
Just
mean?
to create, just to tell us the case.
He's a Bari.
He's a Bari, but not because the Bari is a factor to decide what happened here. Bari is just to tell us a story, but it's not really a factor in the Beis to hold the moment to make a
And
decision.
if he says Shema?
Doesn't matter. Shema or Bari is all the same. It just tells us what's the story. We don't care what you say, Bari. For us, Shema and Bari is all the same. We still see a suffix. And we still say Reus and the Shtar. And then we decided to remove the Reus to the Cheskes HaGuf. But nothing to do with Bari Shema. She can be a Shema. Maybe if she's a Shema, she brings another Reus on upon herself. Like the Ritva said. Why you don't know? So that's another eye against her. If that Shema will be a Shema Gavua. It's a different reason. She needs the Bari to remove that if she's Shema, she has an eye against her. The Ritva says it. It's brought down in the papers. Right after this play of Shua in the papers is the Ritva. So she the Ritva and he said, you need the Bari, the main thing is the Chazaka. Okay, I'll tell you, there's one of my Chidushim I wanted to say. I said around the Yeshiva here. I wanted to jump on it, but you look in the papers. Look in the papers. The papers, Daf Hey, after the Bnei Yeshua. The Zelashon HaRitva, when I saw this Ritva, I said, that's a right to the Birkas Shmuel. It's not only Toshas Rit, it's a Birkas Shmuel. When I got this, I'm here. The Ritva says, the Zelashon HaRitva. Leime de lo Rabbi Yoshua, Pirush. Dile Rav Gamliel lo ikashe de Bukh V'Tanas Bori. Inam, the Inam is a man. The Ikar time in Rav Gamliel, Mishum Chazoka de Gufo. Kedisa lehem. Umiu bai Tanas Bori, Mishum Dechilo Taina Ochi, Arei Kemoida Sheniv Bisu. Whatever. He's saying, really, what counts as a chazaka. The body is just to not to bring a reusah, because if he said Shema, it becomes a reusah. We don't need the body. What's that? It's a murder, like the Birkas Shmuel. Not only this is three, I have a ritual like the Birkas Shmuel. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. Probably that's my Rebbe's kavan. That's what he did. Anyhow, so now I want to say a third possibility. I bring to everyone the Kiva Eger. Okay, everyone has the Kiva Eger. You have the Kiva Eger, look inside. The third possibility, even on the side, think now free, another possibility. Very important the Kiva Eger. Kiva Eger has a kasha, a nahavamina, and he gives an answer. And I want to take this answer of Kiva Eger and apply it to the maskana. And with that, we can give a new solution in our sunnah. Until now, we have two solutions. Chazaka alone cannot be because Chazaka is lower than Roiv, and Roiv cannot solve money, according to Shmuel. So how can Chazaka solve? So that out. Has to be a combination. Combination with what? Combination with Bari? Or no, Chazaka removes the Reus of the Shtar, but the Shtar doesn't. Those are the two options we had until now. Now I want to say a third possibility. Listen carefully. With the help of Hashem. Lefiza Yikshe. I'm reading now the Kiva Eger inside. By the way, Daniel, you want to ask a question? What do you want to ask?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if, in summary, so the document has a defect, the circumstantial evidence removes the defect of the document, so the document is then valid and
Correct. That's the position of the Birkas Shmuel. Correct. And he proves it. Next week, with Hashem, we're going to learn the Kiva Eger. The Birkas Kiva, another Kiva Eger, and in Balamor, in Ramban. Two of them, and we'll learn the Birkas Shmuel inside. So we understand it more in details, and it has more parts to it. But now I'm interested in the concepts of different possibilities. Lefiza Yiksha. Guys, learning now third possibility with help of Hashem. Lefiza Yiksha Kanal. Lasal Kedaitach, the Gemara Ksuvas, page 12. Toisnes, Dibur HaMatchil, Veri, Verav Yudo. Bori Veshema Bori Odi, Afilu Bori Garu Vashema Tov. He says, Tosfot concludes, he says a kasha, and he says, you're right, the Gemara could have answered better, but he holds that's the Havan. What is the problem in Tosfot? Listen carefully. Toisa says, when we said Bori and Shema Bori Odi, when the Bari is a good Bari. You know the word Bari mean? Clear claim. Clear claim against a doubtful claim. Clear claim wins according to Rav Huna and Rav Yehuda is because it's a good Bari. Good Bari, good clear claim, and the doubtful claim is a Gavua. But what happens if the Bari claim is bad and the Shema claim is good? Bari Gavua, a bad Bari, a bad clear claim, and the doubtful claim is a good doubtful claim, which means the Bari, nobody can argue with you. That's a bad Bari. When I have a clear claim, you owe me money, and I know nobody can contradict me, so it's a bad Bari. And the Shema, I should have known, and I say I don't know, that stinks, so I don't know. That means you're hiding something. That's called a bad Shema and a good Bari. But I can have a bad Bari and a good Shema. How? A bad Bari means, I say, our case. The woman, she says, I was raped under you. She knows nobody knows what happened. The husband definitely doesn't know to contradict her. And the husband has a good Shema, says, I don't know, really should not know, he should have known. How the husband knows what happened with her? He's not with her with a leash to know what's going on with her. So therefore, definitely the history before he met her even. Actually, no. So therefore, it's a bad Bari and a good Shema. Toisa says, Bari v'Shema, Bari Yoniv, the Gemara wanted to say that's a Pshat on the Gamliel. But what's the connection? Bari v'Shema, Rav Huna Rav Yehuda is a good Bari and a bad Shema. And the Bari v'Shema of Rav Gamliel is a bad Bari. The woman is a bad Bari because when she says, I was raped under you, it's a bad Bari because nobody can contradict her. The husband cannot contradict her. And it's a good Shema because the husband says, I don't know, maybe the maybe of the husband is a good maybe because he doesn't need to know what happened with her. How can he know? So yet the Mishnah wanted to say, the Gemara wanted to compare that the reason why Rav Gamliel, why he believes the woman, because her Bari claim against Shema of the husband wins. Even though her Bari is a bad Bari and his Shema is a good Shema. Yet Bari v'Shema wins, even though it's both. And Tosis says that's the Pshat, that's the Havamina. Just the Gemara could remove it by saying whatever anymore, but that's the Havamina. Comes the Pkivei and says, impossible! It's impossible to say Shatz Havamina. Why? Because you can destroy the world. Listen here. Listen to Rabbi Yoshua Olivier. You know how I can destroy the world? In ken kol echol. If so, every man. Yoitze my son is going to have weak people like orphans. Betainas Bo, he says, hey, your father owes me money. It's a weak claim because they cannot deny me. And they really don't know. It's a good Shema and a bad claim, a bad boy. And I can take money out of them. How can it be such a Havamina? What is Havamina that a bad, clear claim with a weak, I don't know, I can take money out? It's impossible to say Havamina. Oh, what about Ta'aninon? Ta'aninon there, the Choil is also bad claim, Bori, our bad Bori, and a good Shema of the husband.
We'll tie it for the Yisomim. Their Shema, we'll make it into we'll strengthen it to be a Bari.
Maybe made it Ta'aninon. So that's how we're going to sell, take money out. But the rule is Bori Shema Bori Yodi.
Yeah, but Ta'aninon.
And
That's for regular
and
people.
what will be Ta'aninon will be Bori for them?
Yeah.
How can we say Bori for them? How can we say Bori for
There's
them?
no such thing as Bari by Taninon. Taninon is impossible to say Bari. That was a
I can make any time.
That's what we got Shmuel there, but then to do his kaskil, he used to give an answer. That's what he's asking. To give an answer, Bori, I could say an answer, Bori. It's a good question. Good question. But in Svor, he's asking, how is it Havamina that a Bori Gawan Shema Toy can take money out? That's a good question. I don't have an answer nowadays. And we always can say Ta'aninon for this, so that's an answer. Bori, I have an answer I can do. I say Bori. That's the concept of Ta'aninon. You have a good point. I don't have the answer. But the cash is still a cash. And he says that Tzarich Yom Gadol needs big investigation. V'ulai efshar. Listen carefully his answer. Very important answer. V'ulai efshar, maybe it's possible. Lemai de svirele de salkadai de beksuvois. De'av beloa velemei da'amin el bori v'shem abori odif. Ainu eichi di kesofek lefonenu. Kemo be'resher astani nenasti te yatinon de noso oiso v'nischai beksuvo. Ela de nimtzes bula v'sofek emas nifo. Amen. I read a lot, but I understand what he says. He says a very big Kiddush. What's his big Kiddush? Listen with the Rosh. We finish in 2 minutes. Guys, will you be with me? We have 10 more minutes, we finish. Okay. Please, I want to say the last pshat, the last Kiddush. Comes the Reb Kiva Eiger, and he says, you know what was the Havamim at Bori V'Shem, Bori Odi, even in the case of Rab Gamliel, that is a bad Bori and good Shema? Because I have a suffix in front of me before even the claims. What happens? I was just, Petach Patuach. He gets up the next morning after the wedding. He says, it was open. Petach Patuach. Give out. So what do we see with that? And she agrees to that. So that's not part of the argument. It would take us as a given fact. So once we know it's a Pesach Patuach, without Bori and Shema, I see a suffix in front of me. I don't know who is right. The husband is right, or she is right. But maybe she's right. So she already has a side of being right before the husband spoke. And without the Reus, I'm going to throw the shot out. I really have a Reus right in the beginning. I see a suffix. I know for sure he married her. They adina the nosoiso. I know he married her. And I know when he's chai b'ksua, he was obligating himself on the wedding night. He wrote ksua, obligating himself. I found she's beula. So the suffix we have some when it happened. So I see a summer in front of me. I see a side to her claim before even she speaks. Wow. So the Gemara used the concept of shol shol lefonecho, that I saw the suffix in front of me for Rabbi Yehoshua. That Rabbi Yehoshua said, I'm right. I'm holding the money. And what I'm saying is true. You saw although she has a shtar, but you see the Reyu said in front of you before even I spoke. So they didn't leave the money by me. The Gemara used this tzvah for Rabbi Yehoshua to make the husband win. Reb Kiva Eiger turns it upside down. He says that's a svara why Gamliel wins. You know why her Bori wins? Because not Bori against Shema stop to take money out. It's a Bori to take money when I see a suffix. There's already a side like my side before I speak. So you see a problem. So if you see a problem before I speak, it's not the same when I just create a problem when I take money out. If I say Bori against Shema to take money out of someone, it's not equal than when I say Bori against Hashem and I see the problem, I really see a side like me before I came. So I'm coming like the open door. Maybe it's your side. So therefore, in such a case, he says Bori Odif. That's the Havamim. Okay?
By your circuit, you don't have the suffix?
No.
They didn't tie them.
You don't say suffix.
They didn't tie them.
He says, "Aramode b'yad avichem en kadov aramoy litzofek befonei." Keva le'Hashem atoy le'Hashem la'avelemeita. He's got us alkalei. So he wants to say that's a small. The Havamim is the connection between the Bori v'Shema of Rav Huna and Rav Yudah, and Bori v'Shema of the Mishnah of Misharatanes, which is a bad Bori and good Shema. Why such a Havamim at Bori Odif? Such a Havamim because I see a problem before I see the suffix before. So since I see a suffix before, I believe the Bori. He says same thing is by Bori and Shema.
Is that because she has a status?
No, because he sees she's competent before they speak even. Before they start an argument, what caused them to start an argument? The fact is that she's the Beula. It's a given factor that she's found to be open the night of the wedding.
How does that help her?
So we know 2 factors before the argument. We know he obligated himself to give money for a basura. And we know that we found out she's not a basura, and have to give answers. So even without them talking, basically will have the doubt themselves. Hey, what happened? She was raped under him. She did berotza before. What happened? Those sides exist without them talking. So since I see a suffix before even she talks, when she talks, I already see her side. She's not coming to a brick wall and taking money out of somebody's holding money. Hey, you owe me money. He said, I don't know. You owe me money. I don't know. Okay? So that's, get out of here. But if I say, listen, I lend you money, it says, I don't remember if I lend you money or if I borrowed money or not. So there he wants to say that as a saying. Why? In the case we should have known. In the case of Bori v'Shema, and the Bori is Gahua, and the Shema is Bori is Gahua, and the Shema is good Bori. בזה סביר לדמויס כמו דסביר לרבונו ואיני יודע אם נסחייבתי לך. והיינו, דמכוח דאבל למידע, since he should have known, why you don't know? Isra ta'anosoi, his taina is weak. The nicer becomes, as if I have an elevated suffering in front of us. The role in the sapik arbe is proper to have a lot of doubt. Then the din is a toveh. So what are the Kivayim saying? What? Sounds like Rolam, but it's not Rolam. It's Shor Lefanecha. So I have the problem in front of me before the claims. It's like Rolam. It's not 100%. Toises clearly says later on, page 36, it's not considered Rolam, which means when the Cheskas moment is weak. Either the Cheskas moment is not weak, but the suffix, Royal suffix after before. It's a little bit different. One is after the fact, in the decision making, and one is before, in the claims. You have to give a chiluk. Where's the Amish all But anyhow, we want to use the same story here. We want to say the maskana. The maskana is why the maskana holds Bori v'Shema, Bori Yodiv together with Chazaka or together with Miko wins, not because shtar or combination with Bori and Shema alone. When you have a Chazaka with Bori and I see the suffix in front of me before, then the combination works. Again. I'm adding this fact of Kivayim and the Maskana. I'm saying the Maskana of the Gemara is Bori with Chazaka or Bori with Miko works. It's not time a combination. A combination only in a case when I see Shoshon Lefanecha, when I see already a sign like him, I see a suffix before I claim. Then I can have a combination to take money out, because I'm not really taking money out. But in page 16, Toisa says that when I have Roy, Toisa Shonim says I have Roy and Chazaka together, even Shmuel agrees that Bori v'Shema Bori Yodiv. Right? Toisa Daftet Zayin, that Toisa Shonim. And Toisa argues. Toisa says, no, it's only according to Ran, not according to Shmuel. Why? Because the combination doesn't work when I don't have Shoshon Lefanecha. When I don't see the suffix before, even a combination, it doesn't work. But when I have a combination with Bori v'Shema, and I see the suffix before, then combination works. Okay, that sounds places after Zayin. You have to learn this places. Machlokes places in Toisa Shonim. Toisa Shonim says in after Zayin Amud Aleph that even Shmuel agrees. Shmuel doesn't follow Roy with a combination. He follows, and Toisa says no, even combination doesn't work. Why? Because there I don't have a suffix before. But when I have Shoshon Lefanecha, then the combination works. That sounds a steer. Okay, that's a separate issue.
This was the Sheva Garua and a Bori
Bori Garua and Shema Torah. Yes.